you're not encouraged by the word, or you're not strengthened by the word, might not be from God. Now, God can correct you with the word, but we'll talk about that later. And that's not simple gift. That's more office of the prophet. So some translations say exhort, edify, comfort, exhort. Exhort is a type of encouragement that attempts to persuade you of God's point of view, or to urge them to take a God path. For example, you might prophesy, well, the Lord would say to you, if you will consecrate yourself in this season, I will use you in a greater way in the days to come. Now that's a prophetic word, right? But there's an instruction, there's a challenge. It's encouraging still, right? Now, if you choose not to consecrate yourself, well, that's on you. But God is encouraging you to consecrate yourself. God is exhorting you to set yourself apart for him because he wants to use you. And of course, we all want to be used by God. So encourage doesn't mean puffing up. Encouragement, it doesn't mean flattery. Sometimes, especially from a prophet, encouragement will come after part of the word that offers a warning. As a matter of fact, encouragement should always come after a warning. If you're going to listen to me, if you are going to prophesy a word of warning, you better press in and get the encouragement. Don't leave somebody hanging on a negative word. That is not God. Okay? He may have given you the warning for the person, but you better have especially if you're going to say you go to my church, you better go in and get the encouragement part, because you don't want to leave somebody deflated. So you heard it right, but you didn't get the whole word. So we have to get the whole word. John 16:33. In John 16:33, Jesus told his disciples, he prophesied, I'm going away. I've got to go now. I'm out of here. And just a little longer, I'll be with you. And he said, I've told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth, you will have many trials and sorrows. Too bad for you. No, what if he'd have stopped there? What if he'd have just said, here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows. See ya. I'm going to sit at the right hand of the Father. I'm done. It's finished. You're toast. It's too bad for you. No, if he'd have stopped right there and just said, if he'd have just said, here on earth you can have many trials and sorrows, you'd be like deflated. But he kept prophesying. He said, but take heart, because I have overcome the world. So he didn't just prophesy. It was true. We're going to have trials. Anybody that tells you you're not going to have trials, they're like those false prophets we talked about a minute ago. So everything's fine. No, everything's not fine, but it will be okay because God is good. The next thing, true prophecy are